Hello and welcome to the Temple of Consciousness. I'm Ava. Please come in. Have a seat. I am the hostess, the oracle, the sound therapist, the spiritual guide for the Temple of Consciousness. I've been an oracle and an intuitive tarot card reader for about 35 years. More recently, I've become a sound therapist using these two instruments, sound therapy instruments, to heal and to transform spiritually. I was inspired by one of the young women who purchased the DVD, my instructional DVD, and the tuning forks, and I wanted to share her testimonial with you and then talk about her idea. Mona Lisa is her title. And she writes, I received the tuning forks, and I've been banging them ever since. LOL. And she writes, in the first time in decades, I've had a great night's sleep without the need for pharmaceutical enhancements. And in another email, she adds, P.S., I've discovered a secret in the tuning forks and one of their effects, and that's for telepathic work. So, I wanted to discuss that because, of course, here at the Temple of Consciousness, what we're trying to do is to enhance our telepathic powers. And I want to express my sincere endorsement for these tuning forks as a means by which to enhance your general psychic abilities, which include telepathy, clairvoyance, remote viewing, psychokinesis, or PK, psychic healing, and interdimensional travel, conscious interdimensional travel. You see, our extrasensory faculties are actually a natural part of our human consciousness. You see, there are dimensions of our psyche that are latent or undeveloped. They lay in potential within us, as sometimes so do mathematical or musical or artistic talents or skills lay latent in us until we turn our attention to them and develop them deliberately, consciously. And so the same can be done with our psychic abilities. And the entire idea is to empower you, to give you. And we are all connected through consciousness. Your superconscious mind connects your subconscious mind with every other subconscious mind in the world. And it connects your conscious mind with every other conscious mind in the world, including those of animals and plants. To give you greater power over your life, over your mind, to be a conscious creator of your reality with the help of these latent psychic powers. Now, how can... Let me do that again. Listen. That sound has the immediate effect of relaxing your body, your muscular system, and releasing the tension and stress from your psyche. This is what meditation does. But sometimes we can use or utilize the help of other tools or implements to create the same effect as would deep meditation. And that's what these tuning forks, through the power of their sound, the frequency of their sound, and that becomes preparatory, a means by which you prepare your mind for the recognition of those perceptions that are coming from your higher mind. We could say superconsciousness. These impressions are often coming into your mind regardless of whether you recognize them or not. Without telepathy as a part of the human psyche, I don't believe we could even speak to each other. There's a certain element of telepathy, even in natural human conversation. The ability to finish a sentence, to construct it before you know how it will end, has a certain amount of telepathic recognition of the future. So even in very subtle ways, we use our latent telepathic powers just to live. But as I said, like any skill, it can be developed and utilized to serve your purpose. In the Monroe Institute, for instance, where they teach psychokinesis, or the ability of your mind to affect the material world directly. I suppose healing is a form of psychokinesis as well, where the mind is affecting a biological system. But PK, or psychokinesis, refers to the ability to affect, say, a random numbers generator. That would be the most popular way to harness and even detect the mind's ability to affect matter. But in the Monroe Institute, it's so interesting. I've learned that they actually go to Las Vegas, and through having gone through a period of training, psychokinetic training, they then go to Las Vegas and test out their ability to affect the roll of the dice, which is very similar to a random numbers generator. And they have enormous success. Generally, they don't take people who are in financial need, because it adds a layer of psychic disturbance, apparently. But they've had phenomenal success in it. So there are dimensions of our psyche that, again, lay in wait for us to develop it. Now, the tarot is a means by which you can also develop your ability to see into the future, or to see into the psyche of the person that you are reading for, and to give them a psychological analysis that goes to the very core of their emotional, psychological issues. But again, before you enter into any attempt to enhance your psychic abilities, you either should learn how to meditate, which I would recommend regardless, being a yoga teacher, of course. But the use of these tuning forks is a very potent shortcut. And it doesn't really matter the method you use to get there, as long as those methods don't harm you or anyone else. So that's why I recommend that you try the tuning forks as a part of your general psychic power development initiative. And the DVD that I've created, the instructional DVD, provides you with the scientific knowledge about the tuning forks and why they have such a profound effect on you physically and psychologically, as well as there are 2 invaluable meditations that I've created, again, to help you to enhance your psychic powers, your psychic awareness, using sacred geometry, as well as the tuning forks. So they're sold on my website, grandcentralhealing.com. I sell them together, and that's why I sell them together, because I think that one is really a necessary prelude and enhancement tool of the other. So, thank you very much for listening to this, and please, my next series of tarot readings are coming up soon for November, Woo! We're through the entire year, and it was like a blink of an eye, was it not? So thank you, everyone, and keep your emails coming as to your experience about the tuning forks, because they're very interesting. They have a remarkable range of uses. So please email me and tell me all about it. So thank you very much, and I will see you for the November readings. Thank you. Namaste.